Viewer discretion is advised. Also, headphones are highly recommended to watch this series.
Alright, welcome back to some more Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. There's still some technicalities with the whole screen liking to flash. Just like my background likes to flash sometimes. I don't know what the problem is. The only thing I can really think is that maybe I need to re-download the program or something. Because whenever I'm like streaming 3DS, no problems with that. It's just whenever I connect, like, say, a camera or something, I don't know what the problem is there. So, yeah, I just gonna have to deal with the flashing, sadly. Sorry about that. There's nothing wrong with the PSP. My screen's just fine. But, anyways, let's continue. Still annoys me, though. But where? Not in the supply locker, like Snake. You can't do what Snake does in this game, apparently. Otherwise, you're just gonna be locked in the locker and then, crushed to death. Start the teacher's podium. I hurriedly hid myself beneath the teacher's podium. I grabbed my knees, curled up, and made myself as small as I could. What is this? What's happening? The footsteps continued to draw nearer and nearer. Clomp, 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 clomp. Little by little, the sound grew louder. Every hair on my body was standing on end. Please just pass by. Please! I held my breath, clasped my hands together, and silently prayed. They were close now. Very, very close. Please! God! Why was this happening? Why was the screen flashing? The answers nobody knows. I couldn't make any sense of it at all. I just wanted it to be over. I prayed to God that it would just end. Was this what the old woman was trying to warn me about? Was this all happening because I ignored her? Because I didn't take the paper doll from her? Was it because I heard the ghost story of Yoshi and allowed it to get to me? Or did the strange events of the day have nothing to do with what was happening to me now? It feels like my heart is going to burst out my chest. I was still holding my breath. I didn't dare let even the tiniest of sounds escape and give away my position. Oh God. Oh God, don't jump me. I swear. Oh God. No, don't. Oh jeez, don't do it. Don't jump scare me, please. The consistent rhythm of footsteps suddenly ended halfway into one of its cycles. And it had ended right in front of this very classroom. I had goosebumps up and down my arms and legs. I stopped praying and clasped my hands over my mouth. I knew I'd scream if I didn't. Could this be Yoshi? Was the school legend real? I wish I could stop the flashing on the screen. All I could do was close my eyes keep my mouth shut and hope that whoever or whatever this was would just go away. But the footstep sounds didn't start again. If this was indeed Yoshi, then she'd stopped in front of the classroom and was just standing there. I had no concept of time anymore. I stayed in my hiding spot for what was probably only a few minutes, but it felt like at least an hour. Maybe whoever it was is gone. Oh, please don't peek your head. Please don't peek your head up the thing. I decided to carefully peek out from under the podium. Gingerly edged my head out just far enough to get a glimpse of the room, when suddenly... Oh God, I don't want to press X. Oh jeez. That's making my eyes twitch. Oh God. The footsteps rang out once more. It sounded like they were headed right for me, and they might have been inside the room. I honestly couldn't tell. I scrambled back into my hiding spot and covered my mouth with both hands. This was too much for me. Say that again! My breathing was coarse and erratic, and my face was a mess of tears and snot. God, please, save me! I was inconsolable. The footsteps just wouldn't stop. What on earth were they doing? It almost seemed like they were running around in circles, just to scare me. That jerk of a ghost? Please, stop it. Please, stop it. I mouthed these words over and over again and moved my hands to my ears in a vein to block out this torturous sound. I wish I could do that. And as if in response, the sound changed. It was a loud, dull thud, followed by silence. No more footsteps. I'd heard that sound hundreds of times before. It was the classroom door sliding open. I peeked out, but this door was still tightly shut. How could that be? If the sound I heard wasn't the door, then what was it? What little safety I felt here was pretty much gone. But to be fair, I wasn't absolutely certain the spirit had seen or heard me either. What? I want to see something. How is your darkening not 0%? Yeah, I would be freaking... Yeah. The prospect of stepping out into the open was an undesirable one, but I had to decide if it was better to stay where I was or make a break for it. God dang it! The last two choices were horrible choices that I felt were pretty right. I mean, if you knew there was a haunting going to happen, wouldn't you, like, make a break for it at the beginning before it happened? And then hiding in a closet is probably better than hiding out in the open, kind of, sort of. Just, yeah. I'm gonna make a break for it. Oh God, I'm gonna make a break for it. Run for it! Staying in one place for too long seemed like it would be inviting trouble, so I took a deep breath and reluctantly crawled out as quietly as I could. But almost immediately, I felt something. Oh God. Something long and thin had struck me in the back of the head. Oh God. Or perhaps struck isn't the right word. There was a little force behind it, but it wasn't a hard slam. More like someone trying to get my attention.
木の棒これは指
Is that a wooden rod? Or no, it's a finger? I knew I wouldn't like what I was going to see, but I had to face whatever this was. So I turned around. No, this is not good. No, you don't ever turn around. Don't you know the rules? And there, looming over me, was...
まだ残っているの
Is someone still here? Sorry for the red flash.
早く帰りなさい
Go home, child. A figure was peering down at me from above the podium with one emaciated, wishbone-like finger extended toward my face. I recognized this person instantly, no doubt about it. This was the strange old woman who'd supposedly passed away earlier. I was scared out of my mind. I tumbled the rest of the way out from under the podium and shot to my feet. A ghost. There really was a ghost in this school. My breathing was ragged and my heart was pounding so hard I thought it might explode. It made me think to my future self, why the hell was I still teaching here? Or why did I even think about teaching here? Plowing through all the desks in my way, I ran as fast as I could toward the classroom door. But that was as far as I could go.
どうしたの
What's wrong? There, in the open doorway, was the same old woman, emitting a bluish-white glow. This was the source of the light I'd seen through the window earlier. But how in the world did she get to the door before I did? Because she was a ghost. I felt like I was starting to hyperventilate and tried my best as I could to calm my breathing as my eyes darted about the room. I needed to get out of here now, to get as far away from this place as I possibly could.
前のドアから出られないとなると外に出るには後ろのドアから出るしか
If the front door is blocked, maybe I can get out through the back.
でもそうすると廊下は前のドアにいるあの幽霊の後ろを通らないと出口には着かない
But if I do that, I can't leave the school without running past her.
そんなの無理でも
There's no way she'd let me by, but I have to do something. I bit my lip and continued scanning the room.
何かあれに対抗できるようなものがあればいいんだけど
Something. If I just had something I could use to fight back. I didn't have time to think carefully about it. I just had to grab something and hope for the best. If only I had a paper doll scrap that was supposed to be a charm to ward evil spirits away. There were two choices. I had to pick one on impulse before it was too late. Oh, no you don't. Bag of salt.
これって科学の実験の時に使った塩の残りだよね
This looks like leftover salt from an old chemistry experiment? I'd heard that salt was used in purification rituals, so it seemed like a natural choice.
よし、これを持っていこう。
Okay, this is coming with me. I placed the salt in my pocket as a sort of protective charm. Yeah, that's gonna work. Then again, a broom trying to hit a ghost. I think minerals might do better job than a broom. What is she, freaking a fly or something?
怖いけど、行くしかない。
I'm scared, but, well, here goes nothing. When I looked over, the spirit of the old woman was holding out her hand from the other side of the door frame. She really was trying to catch me. I wasn't just being paranoid. She was going to kill me and turn me into a ghost, just like her. I was convinced this had to be Yoshi, the teacher from that urban legend.
やだ、そんなの。
No, I won't let her get me! Bracing myself, I darted toward the door at the back end of the classroom. There wasn't a moment to lose. If I didn't act fast, I probably wouldn't be able to act at all. I threw the door open and just began running at the top speed, hoping to escape behind the spirit's back. Unsurprisingly, trying to outrun a ghost proved to be a fruitless endeavor. The spirit saw me and moved at breakneck speed to intercept. Don't come any closer! I got a bag of salt! I thrust my hand into my pocket and withdrew the bag of salt, then threw the entire thing directly at the old woman's face. Take that! Make your eyes cry out! She didn't like that.
いるんだ、この隙に。
She recoiled! Now's my chance! I ran down the hall as fast as my legs would carry me, briefly glancing over my shoulder after a moment to confirm that the spirit was still writhing. I just kept on running that dark hallway with nothing but adrenaline and mortal fear to keep me going. I reached the stairwell at the end of the hall and made a mad dash toward ground level. I was determined to get out of this building alive. Oh my god, I just saw something move in my freaking room. Like, a speckle of light moved in my room. Great. Finally, still moving at top speed, I reached the window door leading outside.
もうすぐ、出口だ。
Almost there! I'm almost out! Luckily, the malevolent spirit hadn't caught up to me yet. It actually seemed like I might be able to escape. I might actually survive this.
やっとここまで。
I made it! I grabbed the handle and tried pulling it. Huh?
やだ、
No.
やだ。開かない。
No. No! It's not opening!
なんで、どうして、ここまで来て。
Why? Why? I'm so close!
どうして。開いてよ。開いてよ。
Please. Please open. I'm begging you.
どうしよう、このままじゃまたあの化け物に。なんとかしなくちゃ、なんとか。
I have to think of something else. At this rate, that horrible woman's going to. No, I can't let that happen. But what do I do? What can I do? Break the glass!
そうだ。
Oh, hey! Putting my thoughts in order, I came to sudden realization that I was right near the umbrella racks. Unless the spirits had taken it out, or something, my umbrella would still have been right where I left it. Aha! Here it is! I practically tackled the rack, grabbing my umbrella in one swift motion. Not from the handle, mind you, but from the top. Then, taking aim at the glass part of the door, I swung as hard as I could, smacking it dead center with a sturdy plastic handle. That is not that sturdy. That's a horrible thing to be using to break glass, in my opinion. The glass wasn't going to break so easily, of course, but it did crack, giving me the impetus I needed to go in for a second hit. Break, damn you! Break! Again and again, I struck the glass. I had the umbrella gripped so tightly that the metal skeleton of the canopy was leaving indentations in my skin. I was sure that there had to be a better way to do this, but I didn't have the luxury of time to figure out what it might have been. Stop! You must not leave! She's coming this way! Come on! Come on! I began smacking the glass even harder, even faster. My hands were killing me, but this was my only hope of survival. Finally, after far too much effort. Yes! I did it! The glass shattered onto the floor, making one hell of a sound. Tepid air whooshed in from outside. It was still pouring rain, but I was free now, free to escape this hellhole. Okay, come on! Come on, hurry up and get out! The pane I'd broken was on the lower half of the door. I didn't care if I cut myself. I got down on my hands and knees, and I crawled like mad. I did it! I'm almost outside! I can actually escape! I'm safe! I felt triumphant. For a brief moment, the fear was gone, and I was basking in my victory over this malevolent entity. I'd keep running if I were you, Miss Yui. Oh no. But it didn't last long. Before I was even halfway through the door, I felt something coiling itself around my arm. With a start, I looked back. Oh god, don't jump scare me. Oh my god! Oh god! You mustn't go outside. A tall, shadowy figure had appeared behind me in the entranceway, and she had me in her grasp. There wasn't much more to her than an indistinct flickering silhouette, but I could clearly see she had a broken neck. Was this a different apparition? Her scraggly root-like fingers were squeezing my arm with tremendous force, pushing aside muscle and tissue and pressing right on the bone. No! Who? What are you? Where are you going, my dear? I'll just be a little longer, so won't you please wait for me? That hurts! That really hurts! I was shaking hysterically, and tears were streaming down my face. I was absolutely convinced that I was going to die here. Let go of me! I could offer no resistance. She was too strong. All I could do was plead with her. Stop! Please! You're really hurting me. I'm afraid she's about to do something else on my screen too, and it's gonna freaking freak me out. I felt like my arm would snap in two at any moment.
ずーっと一緒にいましょうね。
Let's be together forever. She wasn't just grabbing, but twisting as well. The pain was unlike anything I'd ever imagined or experienced before. I couldn't think about anything else. My mind was absorbed by the unconscionable agony. Shishido! Where the hell did Tsukasa come from?
Next time on Corpse Party, Book of Shadows.
隠れていよう。きっとやり過ごせるよ。大丈夫。
I'll keep hiding. It'll pass by for sure. It'll be okay.